I want to be like Mike. That's Michael Jordan. However,
and it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today. Welcome back to Fanboy Fridays. And if you are a fan of LeBron James, we hope your day is going terrible. So today, we're going to talk about LeBron James Jr. We're going to talk about who I think is the most sensitive man in the NBA. And that is Kevin Durant. So if you've been checking out my videos for the past week or two, a couple of times I've mentioned that to me this year is like a definitive marker and lowering the standards even further in the NBA. And not only that, to me, this year is a definitive marker that the NBA could actually be in jeopardy over the next several years. And I've given my reasons why, because the ratings are down. But the ratings are down despite the NBA just signing the biggest TV deal in the history of the NBA. And to me, that's going to be a problem when it comes time for that deal to be signed again. Because if the ratings keep dropping, then what negotiation power is the NBA going to have when we just gave you the biggest deal, but yet the ratings keep declining? So not only that, but of course, this year is the year of podcasters being hired to coach and video game players being given being drafted at number 55 to the Lakers, signifying that the NBA is no longer about competition. The NBA is simply about storylines and marketing and entertainment. And again, to me, whenever you're talking about business, the thing that made you successful is the thing that you have to keep doing. What made the NBA successful is the competition. What made sports successful is the competition. And when you start to get away from that and focus on something other than the competition aspect, then it is inevitably going to be trouble. So to me, the NBA is in jeopardy, and Kevin Durant seems to be doing his part to help this right along by saying how much he does not care for the fans. And this is nothing new. Like I said, Kevin Durant is the most sensitive player in the NBA. He constantly engages on social media with fans, and the guy's just he is the epitome of entitlement in the NBA. He is the epitome of the LeBron James era. He represents this era completely. So let's go ahead and get into this article. This is coming from the Sports Rush. And the title of it says, "I don't F with y'all like that. Kevin Durant disses multiple fans over viral LeBron James video." Says nobody in the NBA has a digital footprint quite like Kevin Durant. The former MVP is extremely outspoken, extremely sensitive on social media, and spends a large amount of time arguing with fans on Twitter. Now that KD has a calf strain, his Twitter interactions are expected to increase, and so far, the 14-time All-Star has not disappointed with his online activity. He has immediately been involved in the discourse on the website, and this time after the Lakers win against the Raptors, the Durantula's spidey sense seemed to tingle as a fan mentioned him on a tweet after they surmised that LeBron James' 10th rebound against the Raptors helped a fan hit a supposed condition on his parlay. Throughout the discourse on X, fans began to mention Durant's lack of care for fans and their parlays, and he had mentioned a few weeks ago the Sun star saw what fans were saying about him and expressed his true feelings. He said, "I'ma keep it 1,000. I don't F with y'all like that." Durant's response didn't mince any emotions whatsoever. Ever since the 6'11" forward's decision to join the Golden State Warriors in 2016, he accepted the role of a villain within the NBA community. His stance on the parlays was made clear after the Suns defeated the Clippers in a stunning game, but Durant had an underwhelming scoring night. Following the game, he took to social media to send a message to his fans, especially those who placed bets on his performance, saying, "Great dub, Suns, and for my parlayers, better luck next time, LOL." Says Durant made his stance on the culture of sports betting quite clear. His "don't F with y'all like that" response wasn't his only social media activity on the night. Following Durant's response, another fan made a post proclaiming people don't place bets on the Suns star due to his fragile ego. Durant showcased his deadpan humor by imploring the fan to stop lying like this on the internet. The 14-time All-Star has never been shy to lash out at fans in the past. Durant even went as far as to tell a fan to go get a job instead of talking about him on social media. Funny enough, he typed this out in response to a fan who claimed that @KDTray5 would tell us to get a job. And we're gonna hold up right there. So before we get into this, let me say, I went and watched the video that I guess started this whole thing. And basically it seems like what happened is LeBron was playing, fans, yelled loud enough for him to hear one more rebound. And I'm assuming this is a fan that had placed a bet on LeBron. And LeBron got that one more rebound and pointed to the fan. And, I guess in the post-game interview, he said, kind of gave the fan a shout out or something to that effect. And so I guess it was a good interaction with this particular fan. And I'm sure LeBron James appreciated it because the fan was helping him stat pad. And the fan said, "Hey, you need one more rebound for this triple-double or whatever it was." And LeBron was like, "Hey, thanks, man. I didn't even have to go and check my stats. You helped me out. Thanks for letting me know I needed one more rebound. I really appreciate that. If you hadn't told me that, I would have had to go over to the scorer's table and find out what my stats were. You saved me a trip." But so I guess LeBron James had a good interaction with this fan. But KD, KD is a very interesting individual. Because he really seems to, like I said, he's the epitome of this entitlement thing. Just for the simple fact, he really seems to be oblivious to the fact that, yes, KD, fans are the reason you have a job. Like this is any job that has to do with entertainment. The fans are what drive that industry. Whether it's sports, whether it's music, whether it's movies, it's the fans. It's not only sometimes it's the fans of the directors who, directors are known for putting together great movies, or sometimes it's the fans of the actors themselves. Me, myself, if I'm scrolling through Netflix and I see Samuel L. Jackson or Denzel or Robert De Niro or somebody on the cover screen, I'm very likely to click on it because I'm fans of all of those stars. And to me, I enjoy their acting. In general, I know it's going to be a good movie. In music, you are fans of particular artists because you enjoy their music, and that is what drives the industry. And in the NBA, in football, whatever sports, it is the fans who drive the market. So KD, again, I've said this many times, people always think the worst can't happen until the worst happens. So people like Kevin Durant, who just think, well, first of all, who's living off the backs of Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and every other former great who helped make the NBA as profitable as it was. But again, we have to give the biggest thanks to Michael Jordan because he grew the NBA more than anybody else. And it was because Michael Jordan made non-basketball fans become fans of Michael Jordan, which in turn, again, fed the NBA, created bigger, more jobs and better salaries for the NBA players. So, yes, it is the fans who drive the market. So, yeah, Kevin Durant doesn't seem to understand that. And like I said, to me, I'm sure it's not just Kevin Durant. I'm sure there's plenty of other players. And let me say this, because I've heard people say, oh, well, you know, Michael Jordan wasn't always nice to fans and other players. And this is true. But I think what you can judge people by is, what do you see most often from them? Again, Angry Old Hoops did a video where he was showing the difference between how Michael Jordan interacted with fans and how the Deer interacted with fans. The Deer in general is standoffish from fans. And of course, we know just a few months ago in France, we saw him dissing the little young boy, telling him, stop, don't do that. Don't do that. As he proceeds to walk up to the door of the club and dance his way in and take pictures with other people. So, but with Michael Jordan, most of the interactions that you see with Michael Jordan, he is very gracious to fans. Even on his way in and out of the arena, like or on and off the court, like you see fans reaching out to touch him, because back then players understood that yes, they have a job because of the fans. This should be a very simple concept, but again, when you get people like Kevin Durant who get so high and mighty to where he forgets that, it's like this is going to be part of what contributes to the NBA's downfall ultimately. But ironically, it's coming from, like I said, the most sensitive person in the NBA, Kevin Durant, who's obviously very sensitive because most fans don't hold him in a great light because of his decision to go join the Warriors. This is most fans, and we know Kevin Durant is sensitive about that. So as much as he wants to pretend like he doesn't care what the fans think, he obviously cares. His statement, what was this, just last year, where he didn't understand why he shouldn't be in the GOAT conversation. Because you went to the Warriors, KD, that's why you shouldn't be in the GOAT conversation. Doesn't matter how good your skills are. There's plenty of players who had great skills over the years who were not bona fide winners. And you're one of them. You went to the Warriors. Steph is a winner. You're not. And so, yeah, you know, it's ironic that KD, who seems to be so sensitive about everything, who is quick to jump online to voice his opinions to fans, you know, you would think that if fans really didn't matter, he wouldn't take the time to respond. I mean, the things that don't matter to me, I'm not going to take the time to respond. I mean, it's just that simple. Like I said, you don't see me on LeBron James fan pages on YouTube or LeBron James fan channels on YouTube. You won't see me over there because I'm not interested in the content. But again, for Kevin Durant to be so quick to have interaction with fans, it sure seems like he's trying to get some narratives out there to the fans. But anyway, we're gonna hold up here. Like I said, it's just ridiculous. These modern day NBA players have gotten to an all-time high of being full of themselves and not understanding how the entertainment business works. Like, you're a basketball player. You're in the entertainment business. It is driven by fans. No fans no millions of dollars. It's really that simple, Kevin Durant. No fans, no millions of dollars. It's really that simple. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think of Kevin Durant's latest statements of I don't F with y'all like that? Do you think he's justified in feeling that way? Or do you think he's just another sensitive, entitled NBA player who is going to contribute to the ultimate collapse of the NBA? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly, truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.